Before this video starts, I just want to let you know I make music, and you can check it out on another YouTube channel. It'll be in the description. I go by the name Caprine. If it interests you at all, check it out. Can we knock it the hell off already? This is the 5th killer in the row that has either been released as 110% movement speed or changed that way with a rework or nerf. And if you don't know what 110 movement speed means, it means they're slow. Slow as turtles fucking fighting, in fact. So yeah, needless to say, I'm pretty pissed about it. Can we get a killer that doesn't move like a fucking turtle just once? Please, for love of God, just once. And just to vent and get out my frustration, I'm gonna talk about all 5 of these killers. Now, I'm kind of running out of ideas here. I don't fucking like this game anymore, but I want to do more videos on it because people seem to like them. So if you have any new, fresh ideas for what I should make a video on, just let me know. I'm already considering going to the low point of making a smash or pass tier list on this game. And for the killers, none of the survivors. My boy, fucking Vecna from Stranger Things. Now let me tell you, this is one I'm not going to complain that much about. His power does seem pretty nutty strong. I don't think he's that good just because he's slow. So if he's trying to use his power, it only goes so far. You can just get out of the loop and run away from him. He also isn't allowed to use his power for that long if somebody gets on the clocks, which they always do. So I see why the developers were cautious, but let's be real here. Would the world fucking explode if he was a 115 killer? I don't really tend to think so. I mean, I said this in one of my previous videos, this is the same game that has the nerfs in it. We have a killer that teleports through walls and can basically kill you every match without counterplay as long as she's good at the game. So I don't really see the hesitancy to make another killer that's really good, you know? I just don't understand it. So with Vecna and with every killer we're going to talk about following him, I'm going to give it a do they or don't they need to be slow. And for Vecna, I'm going to say somewhere in between, but overall, I'm going to say he doesn't have to be slow. I don't think he's that strong. Like I just said, there's stronger killers in the game, and I honestly think his power is really bottlenecked by the fact that he's so slow. The fact that people just run in a straight line and you can't catch him because you're slow as fuck. I mean, he has a traversal power, but it also sucks, so I really don't see this guy being that big of a deal if he's faster. I honestly just think his power would get more play. Oh boy, the Trickster rework. Now, if you were paying attention to the little chart of killers that are slow they've released back to back, you would see that I called his rework a dogshit side grade. I honestly couldn't tell you if it's a buff or a nerf. I think on outdoor maps, it's kind of a buff, giving him back 6 hits to damage with his knives, but I think on maps that are more linear, like Raccoon City Police Department, he's just gotten flat nerfed. He used to be slow, and he had to hit you 8 times, and that was the hell version of Trickster, the worst version of him. And then they reworked him, so he only needed to hit you 6 times, and I was honestly fine with this version. Just like Huntress, he's slow as shit, but he could down you pretty fast if he was up your ass, you know? Then they reworked him, made it 8 hits to damage you again, but he's fast. And I think this is one of the best incarnations of him, because you get the best of both worlds. You get to throw knives at people, feel like a killing machine, and apparently Trickster is like my 2nd most played killer according to my stats, which is fucking horrifying. I don't like that fact, but obviously that means there is something that kept me coming back to the gameplay loop. So I still kind of like how he plays, but let me tell you, the style point system, it reeks of dog shit. You gotta constantly be doing shit, otherwise you downgrade. And what does the style system do? I think it makes you throw shit faster, reload faster, just makes him feel better. But you gotta be breaking pallets and kicking generators and hitting, hooking people, throwing knives. It's just so much. Like, this is Dead by Daylight. This isn't Mortal Kombat, okay? This isn't Street Fighter. You can't pull off combos. This ain't Killer Instinct, okay? I'm not pulling off an Ultra combo in fucking Dead by Daylight, alright? When I heard the concept of this, I thought it was stupid as fuck. Now, let me just tell you one thing. This is just a minor gripe. Shoutouts to developers for making an add-on where he gets a crosshair on his screen. Yeah, 10 years in, we're not getting crosshairs for the killers that have projectiles. Fuck you, fuck you. I mean, not only has this game been out for 10 years, but it's also a multi-million-dollar company that makes this game now, and there's like, probably an ungodly amount of people working there, at least 1,000 if I had to guess, at Behavior's development headquarters in Canada. Now, how the fuck can we not have crosshairs for all the killers that throw shit? The gameplay you're watching right now where I'm playing against bots, I don't have a crosshair. I usually tape it to my screen, but I couldn't be fucking bothered to do that this time. So if I'm missing a lot of shots, that's why. You're making me play a first-person shooter, basically, without a crosshair in the middle of my screen, so it's hard to tell where the middle of my screen is. It doesn't help that this map has corn all over it. So yeah, my biggest gripe with the Trickster rework is that it's a side grade. Like I said, he didn't get buffed, he didn't get nerfed. Now, here's an idea. What if Trickster could damage you with 6 knives, and he was a 115% movement speed killer? Would the world fucking explode? I don't think so. Now, if that's too far for you, okay, what if you made him damage you in 7 knives, and he's a 115 killer? Add one, like, we could do a middle ground, maybe. I don't know. Like, does it have to be one or the other extreme? I don't tend to think so. So, yeah, I'm going to put my, I guess, synopsis for the Trickster, my conclusion for the Trickster, my hypothesis, my prognosis, diagnosis even, is that he doesn't need to be fucking slow. Cut this shit out. Rework him. Rework him. Give him the Freddy treatment. Give him a... Well, he's already been reworked twice. Rework him. Because this is retarded. The Blight's nerf. Now, his nerf consists of one thing as far as I know, and it makes him a 110 killer. Now, this is gonna surprise you for how much of a little bitch, whiner, little wiener I am, okay? This is actually a good change. You see, the Blight, I think he's been, like, the second best killer in the game pretty much ever since he came out. He's always been really strong. So, just the fact that he's able to walk you down and use the dash attack, I don't really see why that should be a thing in the game, especially when they put an overheat mechanic on the Hillbilly. Like, that's just fucking stupid. Now, I know the overheat mechanic doesn't exist anymore, but the fact that it existed concurrently with the Blight is just insane to me. What the fuck were they smoking? Well, we actually know what they were smoking. The Patrick guy, who was, I'm pretty sure he was the balance director at the time when that change was made. He was a proud stoner, as his Twitter bio says, so, yeah, we know exactly what they were smoking. That green shit. But yeah, like I said, probably the shortest section in this video. I think he deserved to get knocked down to 110. If you're not gonna be good with his dash power, which I'm not, you shouldn't just be able to walk everybody down. That's fucking lame, dude. Why would that be a thing in the game? It's so cheesy. I don't know. If you don't like the Blight rework, I guess put it in the comments. I don't know. I don't mind it. The Slasher King of Crystal Lake, legally distinct forest location himself, Jason Voorhees. Yeah, this is another one where I'm kind of mixed on, because I think if he was a normal movement speed killer, he would just steal Springtrap at Huntress's Thunder. Oh, wait! He is! So, the thing about Jason is he's kind of deceptive, because he is a 110 killer, but he gets to be in 115 for like 25 seconds or something like that after he teleports. So, he basically is a 115 killer, because if you're playing him right, you're going to be teleporting all the time. So, what I want to know is, why the fuck can't Springtrap, Huntress, Trickster, fucking Vecna, all of these killers that don't need to be 110, why do they have to be 110 when Jason pretty much gets to be 115 while having the same strength as Huntress and Trickster? He's stronger than Trickster. I'd say he's stronger than Huntress too, because he has a map traversal power. So it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, these developers are in fucking crazy town. And if you see my last few videos, you already know that I don't think Jason's power is very creative. It's just another fucking mix and match of various killer powers, and it's just, I hope we get an original power again, but well, judging by what I've seen of the new killer, it looks like we're not gonna ever get that. So, damn. So to end it off, I think Jason probably should be 110, but he's not. Like I said, it's a little deceptive, so there's not much to say. I mean, he goes against the whole premise of this video. I just wanted to catch you by surprise if you didn't know that much about DBD. I'm gonna catch you by surprise once more. I'm not gonna discuss the judgment in this video. Well, I'll discuss the 110% movement speed aspect of the judgment, but I was expecting the PTB to come out for it, and I think there still will be a PTB, but it looks like right now you have to enter a raffle and get early access gameplay, and I'm not doing all that shit. I also don't want to watch someone else's footage, so I'm announcing right now that my next video is going to be me playing the PTB whenever it comes out, and I'm gonna give my honest thoughts on the judgment, but from what I've seen so far, it just looks like an over-bloated mess, okay? Now, I've already seen the meat writers and the glazers on Twitter and Reddit like, oh, you don't like this killer? Then why did you vote for it? Because this was the community democracy voting created killer, where we voted on what we wanted. Now, I'm just gonna shut that shit down right now. This isn't what we fucking asked for. I can tell you, I mean, I could go on all day about what's wrong with the killer, but I'm gonna save it for the next video. Basically, they didn't accurately recreate what everyone voted for. And the other thing is, not everybody voted for it. The masses did, but the masses are fucking stupid. Have you ever been outside? People suck. I hate them. Why do you care what most people think? I think the idea of a killer you vote for is cool, but I wouldn't have wanted it anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm sorry if this is a filler video, but I just want to get out my thoughts on the fact that we're getting so many slow killers back to back. I mean, it actively counteracts most of their powers. Like when you're trying to hit survivors with knives as the Trickster and their damage is wearing off over time and you can't get line of sight back on them because he's so fucking slow, that's a pretty big issue, and I guarantee you there's gonna be problems like that with this new killer. But yeah, like I said, if you have any good ideas for what I can make a video on, please put in the comments. I'm drowning here, okay? I'm already saying I'm gonna do a gameplay video next, and my last gameplay video didn't do so hot. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, let your boy know. I'm out of here. I'm gonna quit this video before I become slow too, and I don't mean physically, I mean mentally.